Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Crazy D's Equipment. So if you remember, last Wednesday we dumped iodine into the cylinders of this D12 Allis Chalmer's, and then we have let it soak. And I asked you guys, what did you think? Was it going to work? Well, today we're going to find out. So I'll go round up the dock and we'll get on that. Okay guys, so before we try to see if this tractor is stuck or not, and we try to rock it free, I had a bunch of comments down in there that wasn't iodine that we dumped in there because it wasn't brown. I just want you to see this is the bottle that it came out of. That is iodine. It's a very expensive iodine. Those 4 bottles cost me $100. So just to let you know, it's pure iodine. There's no additives, nothing to it. It's just iodine. Now I have no idea what about iodine eats the rust and would cause an engine to come unstuck. Also, a lot of you talked about the proper way and the only way to do this is a full engine tear down and rebuild. And I'm going to say in this situation that would be overkill. For the only reason is this engine had already had new head gaskets and all that, and the head had been cleaned up. It hadn't been like rebuilt or anything. It had been cleaned up, and new valve guides and stuff had been put in it when they drove it up in the yard and they got it running from the last time it was stuck. Because last time it was stuck really bad and they had to do all that to it. So, but Daniel said the mains and all those bearings are good in this motor. They said that head gasket is one of those ones that when the engine heats up, it seals, and he doesn't want to replace that head gasket, so he didn't want to pull the head. So we're not going to do it that way. This is you know, it's just lightly stuck. We know it's just lightly stuck in number 3. So we're going to just see what happens here when we rock this tractor and see if the fan turns, and then we're going to put a battery on it and see if we can't swing this motor over. And then if that's the case, I'm going to it was missing a carburetor, and I found a used carburetor for it. I'm going to have Doc rebuild the carburetor for it, and then pull off all the stuff that goes to the Bailey mower that used to be underneath it, and put the proper hubs on it. And then it's going to my buddy's place, and it's going to get painted the proper color, and going to fix some of the tin work issues on it. And then this tractor will either end up on the lot, or it will end up sometime this spring. I'm going to be doing a Nixon collector auction after buying up that Farmall collection and a few other antique tractors we've had come in, and one of them that I will show you guys here in the future that we just picked up here recently. Something special coming your guys' way, and several other antique tractors we've got our hands on. I decided that we're going to do a Nixon collector auction, so when that all comes to be, I will definitely let you guys know. But let's see if this tractor, if we rock it, if it'll turn over. I'm pretty sure, I'm thinking this will work, but we'll see. But let's find this out. Hold on. Gear. With the fan. Let me get a little better on here. Yep, this fan, it's turning pretty good. Oh, it's free. So you put a battery on it, and all right, see what happens.
Clear.
All right. Whoa, you're in gear. Try that again.
Try that again. That's not safe.
Yeah.
Do that.
Look at the crap blow out of the cylinders. So, all right. So iodine definitely works. Engine is free. It turns over. So there's another another tool into your chest of possibilities of ways to get a tractor unstuck if you need to. Iodine apparently works. Now, I had somebody tell me one time that they tried it in a John Deere and it didn't work in a John Deere. But I think a lot of the problems, and I've had a hell of a time getting John Deere tractors unstuck, and I think that's because instead of your cylinders going horizontal, they go perpendicular. And a lot of times when you fill those cylinders up with stuff, you can only go as high as the spark plug. And there's still a lot of cylinder that's above that spark plug level that I don't think gets properly soaked if you try to do it that way. What I've had the best luck with the John Deere's is I made a tool that goes into the flywheel, and then I fill the cylinder up as much as I possibly can, and then I just keep a steady pressure on that, put a come along to the top of that bar that goes into the flywheel, and it just keeps a steady pressure on that tractor. And I would say 5 out of 30 times the engine will break free. The rest of the time, when it comes to a John Deere, the only way I've ever had luck to get it unstuck is just a total tear down. Just totally tear it down. So, but and you know, that's just the only way that you can do those sometimes. But also, I'd just like to say real quick before we move on to the next subject is, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. It's free, it doesn't cost anything, and you will be aware every time a new video comes out. And we have a video that comes out every Wednesday, and we have a video that comes out every Saturday morning, bright and early. And we're doing a special series right now on Saturday, which is Q&A sessions with Crazy D. So you just, if you have a comment, or not a comment, but you have a question, and you'd like me to answer it about tractors or about equipment or buying used equipment or what to look for, throw it down into the comments section of any of the videos. I read all the comments, and I will get, if it's something that I can answer for you, most likely 90% of the time it will work its way into one of the Q&A videos for sure. So, but also real quick, really cool, the lot, out on the lot, we've been a little short on equipment, and here just recently we've had a big shipment of stuff come in. There's been you know, you kind of get into that end of the year auction push, and we have been able to pick up a bunch of new equipment that's coming out on the lot. So if there's something you're interested in, you know, just go to Crazy D's Equipment on Facebook, or you can go to Omega Ag Sales on Facebook, and I'll be posting all the new equipment coming out on the lot that we just picked up here very shortly. It needs to be all cleaned up and power washed, and the doc needs to go through it and grease it and check everything out before it goes on the lot. But and I'm not going to be power washing it this week because it's going to be mighty cold here, way colder than normal for this time of year in Kansas. But we're gonna, you know, we'll get that done. So, but otherwise, guys, I think that pretty much wraps it up for today. The doc got a lot of work to do on this thing, and a lot of work to do on stuff out in the lot, and we're going to get through all that stuff. So hey, again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. Please hit the bell icon so you know when a new video comes out. And once again, please check out our social media pages. And guys, thank you for coming in and watching, and I will see you Saturday morning. Goodbye.